Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. I hope you guys are well rested. Welcome to 2025, and then as we round up for this semester, which ends in February. I'm not so sure the exact date, if it is February the 3rd or the 4th, but we have basically just 3 weeks or thereabout left, and it's imperative that you guys go over all your assignment. If you guys want to schedule a meeting with me to know what is due and what is not, and I've been sick, even I'm just getting better. I was even away yesterday. That is why you guys did not see me post the overview and the lesson for the week. I'm just getting better. I've been battling with the cold, cough, flu, which seems not to go away. So this is week 2 weeks. All your assignments will be handed in back to every one of you, so that you guys know you guys will have all your assignment back in, and there will not be any assignment, any tasks again. So for example, next week I'm not going to be posting anything. I'm just going to be sending a friendly reminders for you to continue to work on your final summative, which is going to be a 30% of your overall total mark. So this will be a 20% of your mark, and you guys please continue to work on it. It's going to be posted this morning, so that you guys can start to gather your information, start to think about what issues you guys would like to research on. So I'm going to be going over the slide deck with you. Bear with me. Like I said, my voice is just not that clear, and I have a very big sore again in my mouth, so it's very hard for me to really talk or try to increase my voice, but I'm just gonna try my best. So again, welcome to the last part, which is the final summative, and I have a slide deck, and it's a 30% of the final evaluation. Here I have quick links, so if you guys click on all this link, it's gonna take you to the next page or to what you're looking for. So we have the final evaluation overview, we have the steps for success, we have part A, reading, we have choosing and citing reputable sources, we have research organizer, we have part B, which is the media and oral communication, we have the media product, how to choose videos, we have effective presentation strategies, we have media product submission slide, we have part C, which is writing, we have paragraph writing tips, we have paragraph organizer, we have written paragraph submission slide, and we have the rubric. So these are all quick links that's going to help you navigate through the slide. I'm going to go over that quickly. So for example, here we have the overview, and the overview is the introduction. So for this final evaluation, you students will identify an issue. So I've listed some issues. You guys will pick from those issues that I've listed. It's in one of the slide deck. And if you think, you know what, Miss O, I think I would like to research on my own issue, just give me the topic, let me approve it before you go ahead to do that. It's so important that anything that you guys are going to be doing for your final summative needs to be approved, guys, and everything that I go over with you today, you need to make sure that you complete all the tasks for you to be able to get a very good grade. So let's say, for an example, you are the one that is in your, let's say, level 3, or you're in your 70s, you're in level 4, you're in your 80s, and you want to maintain that level, or you want to maintain that percentage. You really want to work on your final summative. This will boost your mark. This will make it where it is. Say for an example, you're in an 80 and you're not really doing well your final summative, which is at a 30%, it will definitely bring your mark down. So you want to take this seriously and please work on it. And again, that is why I've made sure that we've completed every task, every of the units has been completed, so that you guys can focus on your final summative. So again, like I said, you're going to research on an indigenous issue. So in this, your research is going to include researching an indigenous person who could be classified as an advocate for this issue that you're researching on. The assignment is divided into 3 parts. Like I've said, you'll demonstrate your learning by fully completing each one. So there's 3 tasks: part A, part B, part C. You're going to demonstrate your learning by fully make sure that you complete all these 3 parts. So the part 1 or the part A is reading. So you're going to be researching your chosen issue. Like I've said, there are some issues that I've provided. You can pick one, and if you decide you want to come up with your own issue, just make sure that I approve it before you go ahead to do that. So this is your OLG2, and this is about learners understand how intended audience and purpose determine text form, structure, stylistic elements. This will weigh a 10% of the total 30%. You will choose an issue and then come up with a focus question about it. So you're going to be coming with a focus question about the issue you've chosen. So you will add this focus question here for feedback. So I've curated a focus question organizer. It is important that you please add your focus question to the organizer that I've provided. Okay, so when you've done that, you try to answer your question by researching information about your chosen issue using a 2 to 3 sources. Your sources could be articles, it could be podcasts, it could be songs, it could be videos, but I need you to please make sure that you're citing or you're using 2 to 3 sources for this answer to the focus question. So again, when you look at the slides that I've provided, I make it an ease of reference for you. So let's say for an example, if you click slide 9 to 10, it's going to take you there and it's going to give you a list of suggested issues. So I'm going to click on the slide 9 to 10 so that we can see some of the suggested issues that I've provided. So for example, slide 8 says, choose an issue within an indigenous voices to research, including researching on indigenous person who could be seen as an advocate to person fighting for positive change and working to educate others for the issues. So once you have chosen your topic, please let me know what it is. Here are some sample issues to consider: indigenous cuisine, the Anishinaabe medicine wheel, the wampum belt, the indigenous storytelling practices, the contemporary indigenous artists. So for an example, the filmmakers, the visual artists, the artists, the musician, unit environmental activism, inadequate living conditions on reserves. Those are some of other issues that I have. Again, we have disproportionate incarceration rate for indigenous peoples who represent a 25% of the prison population, but just 4% of the population of Canada. Numbered treaties, progress on the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, it's 94 calls to action. Another previously explored topic or your choice, like I've said, with my approval. Poorer health for indigenous people compared to Canadians, especially considering the rate of diabetes among the indigenous people. So these are some questions that you want to look into, and we'll come up with a focus question. These are some of the issues, rather. Then you will come up with a focus question on any of these issues and advocate for your issue that you can research. What do you want to learn about your issue? Who do you want to learn about? Consider using ChatGPT to help you create a focus questions and find an advocate to research, or AI. Once you have created your focus question, make sure that you add it to the final evaluation topic and focus question organizer that I've provided so that you can receive feedback and suggestion from me. Okay. And again, your part A also include researching your chosen issue. Continue to you try to answer your questions by researching information about your chosen issue. Again, like I said earlier on, make sure that you have 2 to 3 reliable sources. Use indigenous sources whenever possible, please. Your sources could be articles, it could be videos, it could be podcasts, it could be songs. You will be required to cite all of your sources in both your research organizer and in your media product. Please note, guys, do not use Wikipedia. This is not a reliable source. ChatGPT, other AI models are not citable sources. Although it could help you to come up with your focus questions, it can also help you to organize your ideas. You should not be asking it to generate your research for you, because in most cases it often generates fake information, and even as at that, your sources and citations will not be accurate. AI software detection will be used. If you copy and paste a lot from AI, you will be invited to discuss your work and you may be asked to redo part or all of it. You don't want to do that, because basically we have, like I said, 3 weeks. All you want to do is to make sure that you diligently work on this, your final evaluation, and get done with it. Okay, again, be mindful, because I'm going to be using turnitin, I'm going to be using AI detection. You don't want to repeat or to do this all over again. So see the next slide for choosing and citing reputable sources. So I've provided how you can choose and how you can cite reputable sources for you guys, which will help. Again, I want you to explore the following in your research. Essential need to know about your issue, why it is important to indigenous communities, and why it is important for non-indigenous people to know about it, creating an awareness, right? For example, let's say lack of good water, right? Though we are in Canada, but in the reserves, they do not have good water. It is so imperative that non-indigenous people know the hardship and what indigenous people are going through. It's so important that we create an awareness so that we know poor roads, bad drinking water, right? And state of health, right? So again, you want an advocate. You want to make sure you research an advocate who is helping with the issue and working to make a positive change. You want to complete the research organizer linked in slide 14 and 15 by recording your research and your sources. So the slide is there for you. I'm going to click on one of it. So this is a must do. This is a must do. Do not skip the step. Your research organizer is worth 10% of your overall mark. Please, your research organizer is worth 10% of your overall mark. It is a must do, and when you want to make sure that you complete that. And I'm gonna click on it now. So here's an example of your research organizer, right? You're choosing issue, indigenous advocate for that choosing issue, your focus question. Okay. So I'm gonna go back. And fit it back. So I'm going to continue with part A again. I just want to make it bigger. So again, when you have come up with your focus question, when you try to answer the focus question, remember what I said about how AI cannot be used for citation. Otherwise, if I find out that you guys are copy and pasting it, I will have to call you guys. So again, this is these are citing reliable sources. These are videos that you guys want to watch to help you with citing and choosing reliable sources. This is your research organizer, your choosing idea, indigenous advocate for that choosing idea, and focus question. Is another template for research organizer, the title of the source, the link to source, and information from the source. Source 2, source 3, 1, 2, 3 sources. And this is what just example of a research organizer will look like. So I'm going to go more into depth with this. So for an example, this is an example, it's a case. So we are looking at indigenous heart. In this example, the chosen issue is an indigenous heart. So indigenous advocate for chosen issue. So what is indigenous? Who is an indigenous advocate for that chosen issue, which is indigenous heart? So it's Unit Folk Singer and Susan Haglukirk. Those are the advocate for that. So what is the focus question? What are you hoping to learn in your research? So remember, why is this issue important for indigenous communities? Why is it important for non-indigenous people to know about? Is there an indigenous advocate educating others about this issue? Why is indigenous heart important in Canada? How does it teach others about the special traditions and practices in indigenous communities? How has Inuit folk singer Susan Haglukirk advocate helped people to appreciate and understand indigenous art and music? So here we have title of source, indigenous art and culture and heritage, link to source, indigenous art, culture and heritage, information from source. Here I will add important points from the article that I've used that answers my focus question. So that's just like a template, an exemplar to help you and to guide you when you guys are putting your research organizer together. Part B, that will be the media. The part B will be the media and the oral communication. So you're going to be curating and you're going to present in the media products. So in your part B, you will create an audio or visual media product based on your chosen issue. So for an example, the exemplar that we saw, they choose an indigenous heart, right? So we know that the advocate, right, was one more was Susan Haglukirk that we saw. So you're going to curate a visual products, and when you're doing this, it should be based on and include your research possible format for your media products. Could include slide deck with voice over screen recording. Possible tools, you can use Canva talking presentation. It has built-in recording option, Google Slides, Prezi, screen recording program. You could use Peter Kucha slideshow and voice over screen recording, informative virtual classroom and voice over screen recording. Possible tools, Canva virtual classroom screen recording program, website creation with voice over screen recording. Possible tools, Google Slides, Canva slides, screen recording program, animation with built-in voice over. Possible tool, Animaker, infographic with voice over screen recording. Possible tools, easel lie, PicoChart, screen recording program, brochure or pamphlet with voice over screen recording. Possible tools, Adobe Express pamphlet creator, Canva pamphlet creator, screen recording program, TED Talk video. Possible tool, Animator, screen recording program, Screen Casify, Screen Break, Screen Pal, Screen Copter. So all these are the possible media, visual, audio apps that you guys want to look into. Excuse me, guys. So notice how all of the above formats include both a visual product like a slide deck as well as an audio video presentation like a screen recording. You need to ensure that your media product has both a slide deck and as well as an audio or video presentation. Stick on which format to use. See slide 18 for some for 18 for some how to videos. Then you can choose the format that best suits your learning style and strength. All research information needs to be cited. You should be embedding citations in your media products and including the work sites cited. Okay, again, AI such as ChatGPT is not a citable source, although it can be a helpful tool for generating ideas and helping you to organize your thoughts. You should not be prompting it to generate your research. It often generates fake information and even sources citations. AI software detection will be used if you copy and paste a lot from AI. Again, you will be invited to discuss your work and you may be asked to redo part or all of it again. The presentation audio video part of your media product should be no longer than 2 to 3 minutes. It should be no longer than 2 to 3 minutes. When recording, you should ensure you are using effective oral communication, presentation strategies. You can look at slide 20 for tips. As you curate, check it with your teacher to discuss progress and receive feedback. It's important that you guys do that. That is why, again, in the course of the next 2-3 weeks, you guys are not having any other thing except getting your final summative done. Okay? So when you've done, you want to submit the link to your media product presentations on the media product submission slide. Please ensure you have adjusted your shine settings accordingly. Again, these are the media product creation, how to use videos, and these are basically some that you guys might be interested using, and these are all helpful guide. Effective presentation strategies and how you can present your research effectively by speaking clearly. Then these are also some tips that you can use. Again, I don't want it more than 2 to 3 minutes, please. Media product submission slide. This is where you're going to insert the link in your media product in the text box below. So you're going to make a copy of this, make your own copy of this slide deck, the media product submission, and embed your link in it so that I have it. Then we're going to go to part C, which is writing. So we're going to be is a written paragraph. So we're going to be writing here. So your part C, reading paragraph, you're going to write one detailed and thoughtful paragraph about what you learned about your chosen topic issue. Advocate and then connect it to your overall learning about indigenous voices in this course. You want to review the video on the next slide about effective paragraph writing. Complete the paragraph organizer on slide 25 to help you organize your thoughts. This is must do. Again, it is a must do. Do not skip this step. Using your paragraph organizer as a guide, write the good copy of your paragraph directly on the written paragraph submission slide. Your paragraph must be in your own words, although AI, again, such as ChatGPT, may be a helpful tool for generating ideas or helping you to organize your thoughts. You should not be prompting it to write your paragraph for you and then copying and pasting what it comes up with. AI software detection will be used if you copy and paste a lot from AI. You will be invited to discuss your work and you may have to do it again. As you write your paragraph, recall your paragraph writing skills. Keep your information clear and organized. Be precise, clear, and organized. Use transition words as needed. That is, to begin with, firstly, secondly, thirdly, in conclusion, read your work aloud to yourself and edit your spelling. Look for grammatical errors, punctuations. Remember, you can always use a program like Grammarly to help you revise and edit your work. During your writing process, check in with your teacher to discuss progress and receive feedback. And here is paragraph writing tips that's going to be useful for you. Watch this video. This will help you on how to organize and write a good paragraph. This is a paragraph organizer. Again, introduction. Okay, so this will help. I'm going to go over this again with you. So introduction. Start by talking about the indigenous issue you're researching on. Explain why it's important for indigenous communities. Mention the indigenous person you studied who is working to make things better. Body. About the issue. Share a quick overview of the issue. State a bit about its history or why it's a big deal. Explain why people need to know about it. About the advocate, tell a bit about the person you choose, share what they are doing to help with the issue, talk about some things that they've done to make a positive change. Connect to class, think about what you've learned in class about indigenous voices, find ways the issues and advocates connect to what you've studied. Then, in conclusion, sum up what you talk about in your paragraph, highlight why the issue and advocate are important, end by saying why it's essential to learn about indigenous voices in your class. And here is a written paragraph submission slide. Use your paragraph organizer to write a good copy of your paragraph in this text below. Always make your own copy, and when you're make sure that you give me the you allow me to be able to comment on whatever you've written. So important, right? I don't want to be a viewer. I should be able to connect on it. And here is the rubric that I'm going to be using to grade your final summation or final evaluation. So there are 27 slides in total. I've provided a quick link that's going to help you read through this, guys. Read through this, and I'm wishing you all the best as you guys are gathering your information, as you guys are looking at the topics. If you are confused as to what topic to choose, you can please check in with me so that we can both look at this together. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any clarification, I'm here. There won't be any posting next week. There won't be any posting till this will be the last posting. I'm just going to be checking on you. I'm going to be curating more hours, office hours, if you guys need help. Again, go over all your assignments, make sure you are up to date, and I'm going to be providing feedback for the past assignments and the course of the next 2 weeks. Okay, so by the next course of the next 2 weeks, everybody should have all the assignments returned to date. So let's say, for an example, you've completed your oral storytelling, you've completed your Hunting by Stars final summative, you've completed the PSA videos, you've completed all the assignment. You should be having everything in so that you guys can have an idea on where your final grade is before the final evaluation. Again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to send me an email, or if you want me to create a meeting, we can meet and we can talk about this. I'm wishing you all the best in the next 2-3 weeks as you guys are rounding up. It's a pleasure having you guys in my class. You guys are amazing, and let's work together to make sure that we complete this course. And I want you guys to complete it, not just complete, but complete it with a good grade. All right, okay, Wish you guys all the best. Let me know if you guys have any question for me. Thank you and have a good week. Have a lovely week. And I'm looking forward to see some of you in the office hours on Wednesdays and on Fridays. And again, I'm able to change my schedule to fit in your own schedule. Let's say, for an example, you guys are going to be in school, you do not have the time. I can look at my evening if I'm available, then I can schedule the meeting with you. Then you guys can go over whatever questions you guys have for me or any other clarification. Take care, guys. Bye.